is Swift Talker. And it's 370 Worcester in the last little run favourite. They're right to go. All in and racing. Let Sparks Fly got out quickly from the inside. SANDFIRE Rose left the gates well also. Likewise, Talk to Win, who's going to hunt the speed. Coming over now, Pike and Worcester. And they're going to settle just behind those in front of Random Rewards. A length and a half away in the clear, the Rooster. A similar margin, Swift Talker. Gee, the pace has been clapped right on. Mr. Bling back on the inside in a field that starts to string right out in the run down the back straight. Then Choice Thinking and a day back in the field. Knock one back, Wayne the Pain. His Eminence had found itself last of all, and the best part of a dozen lengths or maybe even more from the leader. 1,000 to go. Talk to Win held the front from SANDFIRE Rose, who's working hard. Over on the inside, Let Sparks Fly travels up there third, and Worcester is fourth. Gee, they're still stringing right out here at the 800 mark. A gap of 2.5 lengths. Random Rewards. 2 lengths the Rooster outside there of Mr. Bling. Further back, the 3-year-old Swift Talker had 4 behind him, including Wayne the Pain. Choice Thinking then came on the outside next of all as they worked down the side. Knock one back, who's second from last, the tail ender, His Eminence. Can they possibly keep this going? Because they've marched at a high level of speed at the 400. They come into the straight. Talk to Win. SANDFIRE Rose still there. Now Worcester goes. He makes his move, comes to the outside. Back on the outside of those, Random Rewards runs on as well. Further back, the Rooster. Swift Talker's not in it at the 200 mark, and SANDFIRE Rose hit the front, but Worcester claimed her. Pike now goes to work on Worcester, and Worcester went whoosh. Worcester on the outside of SANDFIRE Rose, who will not die. She keeps coming back. She fights back. She's strong. She's game. She's gutsy, and she's got the money. What a performance by SANDFIRE Rose. SANDFIRE Rose was going to get run straight over by Worcester. He turned it up. She found a second lease of life, and she's got the money. Behind them, Random Rewards. Talk to Win together. His Eminence ran on okay as well. In behind them, Let Sparks Fly, the Rooster. Choice Thinking, Mr. Bling, well back in the field then. Pulling up behind them is Knock One Back. Also Swift Talker. It didn't handle the rise in class today. And back there with it as well as Wayne the Pain. Well, SANDFIRE Rose, what a performance this has been. Not only has she had to sit outside of Talk to Win in a frenetically run mile 50, they were entitled to just collapse, and then Worcester let go, got about a neck in front with Pike looking a bit confident, and then all of a sudden it tiptoed. She came back and she's got the money. Been a fabulous win, probably the win of the day. Random Rewards will be third, the Rooster will be fourth. Talk to Win behind them did well under those circumstances, but there was certainly a big disappointment there around Swift Talker, who only beat a couple to the line there in the last event on the program. Action-packed it certainly was, and it's SANDFIRE Rose, Holly Knottle, who has got the best out of this mare. She goes back-to-back, a Class 1 to a Class 3 for Robbie Gilberti, the Sessions mare from Starry Rose, and she showed some real guts and determination to hold on and fight back and win for Renee Gilberti, Kay McMullen, G. Kerr, D. Kemp, Mrs. M. Davidson, Madames Murdoch, also Norton, Bailey, Locke, Watson, Meta, Kinsella, Palmer, Parsons, McDonald, Pigram and Wally. Wins by a short neck, 2 lengths second and third in 1:43.08. That's a very fast run, mile 50 on a soft 5 track. 1:43.08. They were blistering. 36.97. She's been good enough, tough enough to come back and show great grit under the hands and heels of Knottle to reclaim the lead from Willie Pike. That's hard to do, and has got the money. Worcester second home for Dylan Bairstow by Vadamos. Willie Pike aboard. Random Rewards third by God Has Spoken, Jason Whiting. Some finish, some performance by SANDFIRE Rose. Okay, all the details are there. Let's go down and catch up and get the thoughts of Lockie Taylor and Scotty as well with those connections after the win of this mare.
Thanks, Darren. Terrific calling at Belmont here this afternoon. Rob Goldberdy, a very happy gully, joins me now. Congratulations on the win. SANDFIRE Rose, back-to-back wins, but today she was very, very tough.
Yeah, no, thanks, Lockie. We were really happy with her last performance. Her whole prep has been, she's been a little bit unlucky up till last start. And when she won at Northern the other day, the time was actually better than the Class 3. And I still maintain that she's going to get over a little bit of ground. So we came with a bit of confidence today. She definitely hasn't gone backwards since the last start. So
moving forward, today's win has to give you plenty of confidence moving forward as well, because at the back end of a really strong mile, as we all saw, she really fought back to win this race.
Yeah, no, she's a tough little girl, and she comes out of a pretty good staying type family. So I just hope that next prep she comes back a little bit stronger. Willie's ridden her before, and he said the same thing, that hopefully next prep she's a little bit stronger, and possibly she might be up to those Westby Platinum staying type races.
So is that when you eventually step her out in trip, next preparation, with the benefit of another break, or are you tempted to do it this time in?
I actually thought she'd run in the money today, and we'd head to Kalgoorlie on Hannon's Day for a 1760 Class 2 for the same money, but she's obviously not going there now. She's out of that grade, so full credit to the owners. They've stuck with her. It wasn't a very good prep. We found a little niggle, and we've sorted that out, and also all the staff at home, they're just doing a magnificent job, and this is credit to them, her winning again today.
Team's flying, well done.
Yep, thank you.
There's Rob Goldberdy, and here's Holly Noddle.
Holly Noddle joins us now. Holly, as Darren said in the call, a tough effort from this little mare.
Yeah, no, she really dug down today and got the win.
Top of the home straight. Looked like Willie Pike had your measure for a good part of that home stretch.
I thought he did at the finish line, but yeah.
What about with 150 to go? Looked like when you pulled the whip through to the left, she really responded to that.
Yeah, she did. When I did that, I felt her have a good kick, and that's when I had a bit of hope, but yeah.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Holly Noddle. She combines with Rob Goldberdy to take out the last of the day. Must be a great thrill for some of our young apprentices when they go head and head with Willie Pike, especially over the concluding stages. For the last 200 metres, we all knew there was only going to be, we all thought there was only going to be one winner, but then only two winners, and Holly Noddle has just lifted her horse over the line. It must just be the biggest thrill for those apprentices.
Yeah, Mark Bairstow got off his chair with about 50 metres to go and started clapping, so it might have been the early crow that got Worcester there, but in the end too, take nothing away from his effort. There was 8 kilos between those two, 52 after the claim for Holly, the eventual winner, and 60 for Worcester, but they turned the speed on. Good tough win. If Gully wants to get her out over ground, at least you can go there with a bit of confidence now. She certainly toughed it out late.
Absolutely. Highlight out of today's card here at Belmont Park, Fine Star, win for Buster. That was a really exciting clash.
Exactly right. I think if they're going to aim up Fine Star at a champion fillies, well, if your team win for Buster, you're probably happy to tip him out as well and aim him up for some of those bigger features at Ascot. But of course, the difficulty between now and then is to get into some of those races. If it's full capacity lineups, balloted on prize money, you're going to need to get him back and get him on the winners board.
Exactly right. It's certainly a balancing act for owners and trainers alike over the next few months as we head towards our summer carnival over the next few months. But that's all we have time for here at Belmont Park. Thanks for joining us on racing.com and Racing WA TV. It's good night from Scotty and I.